Go down. All right. And if I slip and fall because there's wet snow on the ground, you can make fun of me. And feel free to talk and ask questions. We're gonna do 15 seconds one side and 15 seconds the other. Go. I also literally, so my husband shoveled the first round yesterday, and now we're like iced in. We're gonna have to like ice pick our cars. That's where I live. And I usually try to just talk through this. I'm like talking to myself, mostly to get my mind off of it and your mind off of it. I switch sides too, if you haven't noticed. But I also appreciate when you guys have your screens on, because like I like to look at the form, make sure you're doing it right. I do still like to coach you guys. All right, we're gonna do reverse lunge reaches. Now you're just gonna step back. I want you to drop your back knee, and you're gonna reach, and then you're gonna come back up. Also, I feel like losing power is probably on the menu today because the ice is so heavy. Switch sides. Who's H? What do you know? Is that you, Rachel? Just H?
Yeah, it's my family nickname, and this is the Zoom I use for my family.
Oh, gotcha. All right. We're gonna do some good mornings. Give me about 15. First couple don't really count. Again, keep those legs nice and straight, folding your back. And then again, using your lower back to come up is the good morning. Good. If you don't have dumbbells, you're gonna need something. So hopefully you got a little bit creative. You're looking at time, we're timing each of these for about 30 seconds. And then it's total body today. All right, come on down. We're gonna do plank shoulder taps. And so we have a mixture of upper and lower. Nothing is high intensity. But if you have multiple size weights, that is also ideal. You can do about 10 more seconds here. And I'll run through the workout like we normally do. And then I'm just gonna be doing it with you essentially. So with a prime, and I'm looking over here at my children's board, that's where I have the workout written. We have 2 movements that we're gonna do twice for 40 seconds with a 20-second rest. We have RDL to row or RDL to high pull. And then we're gonna do cross body curls or an under grip cross body. So this prime, I want you to be pretty light. Okay, so we're gonna do either RDL, we're gonna come up here, or RDL, and we're doing all the way up higher than your shoulder. Okay, so we're gonna do 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and then the cross body curl here, or you're gonna do under grip cross body raises. All right, so you're either curling across or you're doing the raise. Okay, if you want, you can do 140 seconds one, 140 seconds for the other. Okay, all right, everybody ready? You got your weights, everybody warmed up. Way to work with me here. All right, here we go. So RDL row, 40 seconds, and we will go in 3, 2, 1. So RDL, bending your knees, you're coming up. Then you'll do the row, elbows are higher, reset, and then come back down. Again, this is pretty light, unless the only thing you have is something super heavy. Again, focusing on form, right? Your knees are slightly bent, you're coming down, spine is nice and long. Come on up, high pull is higher than your shoulders. Good. And take your time. Sometimes moving slowly through the workout is what makes it the most challenging. We have 6 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. We have 20-second rest. Make sure, right, when I call time, don't just stop midway. That is when a lot of injuries do happen. See, with no music, it's just freaking tough. This is fun. A lot of injuries happen because you just like quit mid-movement. No. All right, we're gonna go again. Again, change something up. You get to do the same thing, increase the weight, change the movement up, whatever you want. RDL row or RDL high pull, or RDL upright row. All right, here we go. 3, 2, begin. 40 more seconds, right? So again, bending those knees, right? Glutes and hamstrings engaged. You come up, locking your core, elbows stay higher, okay? Relaxing your neck as well. Okay, you don't need to keep your eyes like forward, right? Nice and neutral. Down there. Hamstrings and glutes do the work. Core, nice and tight. Good work. And sounds like a herd of elephants running around upstairs. It's beautiful. Good. Really try to push that butt back. All right, bend, butt back. Nice flat neck. Come on up. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, 20-second rest. Next 2 movements in the prime. We have that cross-body curl. It's freaking hot. Cross-body curl. Oh, and then for cross-body under grip. Okay, raise. Got it? So whichever one, again, you can switch back and forth if you want, completely your call. Okay, 6 more seconds. Keep those elbows in nice and tight if you're doing the curl. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Good. Curl. Perfect. Nice. Bring it up. Again, slow and control. And another trick too, right? If you're at home and you're just stuck with like 3-pound weights or, I don't know, tomato sauce, if you slow it down and like you're trying to crush the weight, you're going to get a hell of a work. Okay? So what I'm doing is 1 of each for this round. You have 10 more seconds. If I end up frozen, somebody speak up and let me know, because on my end, it looks like I'm skipping pretty badly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. All right, 20 seconds. I'm going to get heavier dumbbells. Give me 1 second. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. I'm switching to that under grip, crossbody, raise. Again, slow and controlled, squeezing your core. See, I always have like that bent stance. So if someone were to come push you over, you would have balance. Nice, tight, strong core. Good, raise it up, squeeze. Still in the prime here, so you shouldn't be killing yourself. You should also feel that heart rate starting to climb, okay? 10 more seconds. And FYI, I'm just as bad with time here than I am in class, probably worse, because I'm not looking at anything except for my watch. There is a clock. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Nice and heated up. Here we go. Moving on. We are going to do 3 different groups of supersets. Okay, so we're going to have 1 movement that's going to lead right into the next movement. They're timed differently. So we have 4 rounds. One's 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Okay, nice and simple layout. No rest in between the two movements. So we're gonna do movement 1, movement 2, then you get your little bit of rest. And we're gonna repeat that 3 more times. So what I would prefer, if you do have multiple size weights, is the longer time is your lighter weight, and then the shorter time is your heavier weight, all right? First 2 movements, we have squat to toes, and then we have Arnold's. The squat to toes, well, you're gonna have your goblet, you're gonna come here, you're either gonna rise up to your toes, okay, like this, slow and controlled, or you're gonna try your best to stay on your toes, okay? So completely up to you, it's 1 dumbbell. And then for the Arnold press, okay, you're rolling. Option A would just be 1 at a time. And then option B, obviously is doubles, okay? All right, so grab your 1 dumbbell, line them up. Like I said, we're gonna do 30 seconds or 40 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 30 seconds. So ideally, the 30-second round is heavier, okay? All right, 40 up first. And we will go in 3, 2, 1. So remember, it's either squat, slowly rising up to your toes, and then back down. Good. Or you stay on your toes and you come up. Whew. Good. Sinking nice and deep. Right, if you're on your toes, it's massive core control. Good. Looking sideways, not my jam. Staying on my toes. Good. 8 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Arnold's 40 seconds. Remember, you're either doing 1, you can alternate, or do both. But we don't rest until after these 2 40-second rounds. Good. Job. Ooh. 12 more seconds. 6. Roll it around. Full back, right? Drive it up. 3, 2, and 1. All right, 30-second rest. Next round, we want to increase the weight. It's only a 30-second round. All right, so get your heavier weight ready. How we doing? Good? All right. Increase. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, heavy, 30 seconds. When you rise to your toes, I need you to squeeze your calves and not roll out into your ankles, okay? So coming down as low as you can go, coming up slow and controlled. Feel every single muscle in your legs. Do that work. I'm still sore from quad day. That was Tuesday. Jesus. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you finish up the movement and then right into those Arnolds. I'm just kneeling because I'm dropping down to option A, but I still want to keep it a little bit more challenging. Completely up to you. So this is what that means. So when I talk about that sliding scale at Dub, or when I created the programming A and B, it's A is a 3, B is a 7, and then you can adjust anywhere in between, and you're not stuck there. We talk about meeting you where you are. That's exactly what we need. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. 30-second rest. I'm gonna take a sip of water. All right, we increase back to the 40-second round. You can either stick with your weight, again, feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but just depending on what variety of weights you have. You know what you need to do today. Remember during COVID, I rented out all of my supply. All right. All right, back up to 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Nice and low, keeping your chest up, right? Eyes on me the whole time, eyes on the screen, eyes on yourself, whatever you're looking at. Get deep, right? And again, when you come up, it's in motion. Okay, so as you rise to your toes, and then you come down. Okay, we're not stopping. The movement is nice and fluid. Twelve more seconds. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching to those Arnolds. Right into it, remember, okay? And then roll it around. Yeah, from the side view, okay? You roll out and drive up. Core nice and tight, okay? Back, shoulders, biceps, core. 15 more seconds. Good job, ladies. Stay in it. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. We have one more. Okay, 30-second round coming up. And then we are done with set 1 of 3. All right, this is your last ditch effort. 30 seconds, increasing your weight. Squat to rise. Hair flip, Joanna. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Here we go. 30 seconds. Beautiful. Nice rise. Feel it right in here as you are rising up. Also in your calves. Okay, keep your chest up. And remember, it's fluid, so don't pause and then, whoop, right? You want to rise and fall. Good. 8 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, right into those Arnolds. Woo. Only 30 seconds. Come on, power through. Remember, core isolation, squeezing your hands on those weights if you want to pop the weights. And keeping those muscles flexed will make any 3-pound weight hard. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And 1 is done. So your next 2. We have RDL and RDL and a half. I really didn't want to put RDLs in here. I really hate not being able to see you all, especially if you're going pretty heavy at home. So I'm just gonna, again, I know you guys know it. Slight bend in your knees. What it is your butt is just trying to send back. And then the rest of your body just follows. All right, head is nice and controlled and relaxed. And then coming up the same way. Doesn't really do any justice if I'm getting stuck on the screen. Your other option is to do your RDL, come up halfway, send yourself back down, not letting those hamstrings disengage, and then rising up, okay? That's option A and B. And then movement number 2, we have alternating bent over fly or just bent over fly. So this is not in a hinge, you are bent over, okay? So making sure you have the appropriate size weight. So you're either going one at a time. All right, again, nice long neutral neck or both. All right, so again, bent over, one at a time. or both. What we're not doing is flying the weight up so that your torso is twisting. The idea is that you have to engage your core to keep your torso from turning, okay? Again, shoulder mobility always. All right, same rules as the round one. We're gonna do 40 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 30 seconds. You can alternate back and forth, completely up to you. How you handle the weights is also a factor. What I mean by like flexing and squeezing is that hard grip. Flexing your muscles as you lift will make any lightweight feel heavy, okay? All right, so in 10 seconds, we start RDL, RDL and a half, and then we have that full bent over, alternating fly, or fly. So first up, 40 seconds, in 3, 2, and 1. RDL. And the half doesn't necessarily mean your knees. It's your halfway mark. All right, so wherever you start to feel like, okay, shit, I'm losing it, then you need to come back up. Maybe it's mid-thigh. It's a good way to spot some things on your floor you didn't know were there. Oh, good. Doing great, ladies. And slow it down. There is no medal for being the fastest at exercise. Not here. 8 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Again, bent over fly. Fully bent over. All right. It's either one at a time or both. All right. Liz. Good. Alternating, but you're not yanking. Okay. I want that slow and control. All right. Slow and control. You're going to feel the difference. Ouch. Good. Nice long spine. Don't sit into your hips either. Okay. Lower back doing the work, butt holding you in place. All right. This is total body. 8 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we have to rest. All right, so the next round, round 2 of 4, is our 30-second round. Okay, so this is heavy, more controlled. If you have the option to go ahead. Okay. Again, that RDL, it's your depth. It doesn't necessarily mean your shins or your knees. It's wherever your halfway mark is, and it's not your back doing the work, it's your butt. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 30 seconds. All right. RDL or RDL and a half, your call. Slow it down. Relaxing your neck. So at home, if you were to like go the whole time while you're doing it and you had your neck kinked upward, you would feel your air supply start to cut off a little bit. Because if you have your neck up, looking up, right, you're straining, you're blocking off your esophagus. Don't need to do that. Just flat, foot down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right into those bent over flies, changing out the weight sides. If you need to, bent over. All right, put your butt back. Woo! Nice job, ladies. Good. Squeeze. Okay, don't flail your arms. Control. Squeeze your shoulder blades in your back. If you're trying to balance something on your back, or you're trying to hold a pencil in place in that upward position, that's what you need to be doing. All right, squeezing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, round 2, done. All right, so by now, again, whatever size weight you might be using, you might not be feeling this. You might feel like silly. I'm feeling pretty good warming up. All right, so hopefully you're feeling good at home. And again, better than nothing. All right, 40-second round. So we're dropping that weight back down, or you stay with what you just did, but you need to go heavier for the next 30 seconds if you're going to stay with what you just did. Okay? All right. Back up to 40. Already on the half. We go in 3, 2, begin. Remember, we're working on slow, steady control. Thinking about the movement, the muscle that you're working. Glutes and hamstrings here. Obviously, lower back is tapping in. Core always engaged, but really letting that posterior chain do the work. And like I said, if you have a sore back from shoveling and it feels pretty tight, then you can just drop the weight. But movement is medicine. All right, you don't want to stay still. It's the worst thing you can do. 12 more. What?
Dropping than a dog.
Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. 40 seconds, bent over, fly. All right, this is your leg one. So remember, you're still in that full hinge, okay? One at a time. You can alternate or you do both. Good to see some of you hopping on. Love it. Good. There's your work. Just showing up, right? I was explaining, if you only have a little pair of weights, the way to make that little pair of weights feel heavy is to keep a flex in the muscles you're using and to squeeze the weights that you're trying to pulverize them, okay? 12 more seconds. We have one more set here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. Last set. Again, 30 seconds. Increase to that heavy weight. We only have one more round left in the build. Okay? If you have nice big man hands like me, go ahead and put maybe 2 pairs of dumbbells in your hand if you don't have something, or grab a child, grab your lazy husband. Just kidding, husbands. All right, here we go. Final 30 with your heavy weight in 3, 2, begin. Good. Down, right up. Beautiful. And hinging forward. And this RDL, the half, you're doing the half. Remember, it's not about coming to a point on your body. It's about coming halfway for you. So whatever your depth is, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For those just coming on too, I was reiterating, finishing out the movement, even though I've called time, all right? Leaving that movement too early results in injury. All right, 30 seconds, bent over row, right to it. Come on, we don't rest. This is your last 2% in round 2. Only 3 rounds. All right, we're almost there. Squeeze your back. Don't just flail your limbs around, all right? Come on, 10 seconds. Squeeze. Control the down as well, right? Always be in control of that eccentric. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, rest. All right. Now 3 on deck. Now, we have dumbbell lateral lunge with the option to just do a slider lunge. And then we have front raise with a twist. So for the lateral lunge, you're going to stay wide, okay? So you're either just hopping side to side, not a Cossack squat, but side lunge, up and down. And again, not just leaning forward, literally trying to like take a seat. If you're doing the slider, you're here, all right? Again, holding that weight and trying not to end up in this position. Movement 2 in your final round. We have front raise. So you're just gonna come up, 2-second hold, and then come back down, or I'm frozen. Front raise, twist it under, then come down, and you'll come up this way and down. Okay? So you either have a regular front raise with that 2-second hold, or you can switch. And again, for those who are just popping on, I can see you on there. You can alternate back and forth. We have one 40-second round, then a 30, then a 40 and a 30. It's up to you. The idea is to increase for the lighter or for the lesser time round and decrease for the 40, or just go whatever you got going on. Okay? I'm gonna do this. Keep seeing the cow head between my legs, making me uncomfortable. All right. The lateral lunge slider. We have 10 seconds. Get deep. Okay, this is your opportunity here to get into deep work. All right, 3, 2, begin. Remember, you're either popping up, and again, finding your seat, or you find your seat, and then you just shift to the other side. 40 seconds here. Quads are quivering. Feet are sliding across the floor. So fun fact, the first 2 years of dub, the floors were like this, and we would literally just like slip and slide everywhere. And I don't know why people showed up, but they did. 8, 7, 6, 5. My legs are burning. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, come on up. We have that front raise. Remember, no rest. These are supersets. I'm frozen. Here we go. Up. Good. That 2-second hold. Or you're under. Yes. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting all sticky. Good job, ladies. Good. Again, flex, control. Don't flail those limbs around. You feel the difference. You know what you're doing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, rest. Take a sip of water. When you're coming up for the front raise, try not to come back behind your butt. So always have a locked in start place. So if we're coming up, there's your locked in place. You turn, you come down, lock it in. All right, don't swing. Any type of swing is taking the work out of your muscle. All right, so increase. This is your first 30-second round here. Whew. All right. Wide stance. You're either popping in and out in 3, 2, begin. Good. Love it. I love it. Nice. Nice job, ladies. Good side to side. Keep your chest up. 10 more seconds. Remember, if you're doing the step to the side, you stay wide though. All right, Isabel, don't bring your foot in. Yeah, still coach. There you go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. 30 seconds of your front raise. Remember, control, okay? This also helps if you don't really have the heavy weight. So when you come up too, if you're doing that hold, 1, 2, and bring it on down. Okay, try not to have any movement. The only movement is residual, the movement you can't control. Good. Nice job, 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finish it out. Round 3. You either are going to decrease back to your 40-second round weight, or you can maintain as long as you have the option to go heavier for your last 30 seconds. Okay, the weight needs to be adjusting if possible. I just did the 6, 7. All right, lesson's ready. See you. 40 seconds. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. So I'm switching my next 2. side to side lunge. I felt myself kind of digging into my back a little bit. Quads are getting really fatigued feeling, so I'm switching back to A. Doesn't mean you're weak or less than. You're literally working the same muscle group. But this is why we do this. Gives you options so that you don't have to quit. Still work hard. Just lessen the load. That's it. Good. Keep your chest up. All right, try to keep your eyes on me, your eyes on the wall, whatever you got going on. I always say a good spot to look at is where the ceiling and your wall meet at the top, okay? It's a good position to ensure your chest is staying up. 10 more seconds. Good, listen to that weighted vest on, love it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, front raise. Job. Good, slow and controlled. This is round 3, right? Or is this round 4? Whatever. We'll do another one. Good. Yeah, but you gonna say hi to Gammy? She wants to say hi to you. 4, you can have strawberries. Go ahead. 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and say that we have one more round. We have a 30-second round. Hey, buddy. Well, then maybe there's no strawberries. Pick something else, okay? All right, one more round. 30 seconds. Pick up what you got heavy. Lateral lunge. And then we have an 8-minute EMOM to finish. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, do something different. Sink in a little deeper if you can. Good. 30 seconds, that's it. Nice and low, kick that leg out, come on. Let those quads do the work. Feel it in those hip flexors as well. Stretch them out, come on. 10 seconds. Slow it down if you can. Isolate in the hardest part of the work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, right to that front raise. 30 seconds. Roll that core. Again, do not rock that weight up. You need to lift it yourself. Lift it yourself. Squeeze your core. Bear down on those knees, okay? Flatten your feet. Relax your jaw. Up. Good. Come on. 10 seconds. We can do it. Arms are quivering. Good. 6, 5, 4. Don't swing. 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. You find them, bud? All right. Okay. So we have an 8-minute EMOM. All right. I know some of you are working today. So if you need to pop off at 9:45, cool. But first, it's 4 different movements. We're going to do it twice. In minute 1, we're going to do 8 and 8 goblet squat step back. So you're going to squat, hop back, come on up, down. Okay, so you're going to do 8 on the one side, and then you'll do 8 on the other, and then we're going to rest. This is all heavy, 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 by the way. All right. Movement number 2, we're going to do 8 and 8 single leg RDL. Okay, so we're here. One leg's going to come up, up. Okay, 8 and 8. Minute number 3, we're going to do 16 push presses or split jerks. All right, so your push press here. You're doing the split jerk. We're going to alternate legs. Got it? Okay. So you're counting your press, which would be 16, 8 on each side. And then the last one, we have 8 and 8 crossbody hammer curl. So you'll come up for a total of 16. And that's the movement for everybody, you know, A and B. And then we'll repeat all of that again. All right. But again, it's low reps. You have 1 minute. So pick up the heaviest thing you got going on in your house. And Alexa, set an 8-minute timer.
8 minutes, starting now.
That's the off.
Then sauce. 8 and 8 goblet squat, step backs. Remember, heavy, you step back in that squat, bring it back in, and then rise. All one side, 8, all the other side for a total of 16 squats. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good. This is your own pace. You know if you're doing the work. Good. I'll let you know where we're at for timing. Job. 22 seconds has passed. So funny is that the leg that's going back is not the leg doing the work. The leg doing the work is the leg that's staying. Okay, so if you're noticing that, you're doing it right. If you're not noticing that, fix it. Come on, good. 40 seconds has passed. Good. You're driving that leg back while staying down. And again, the leg that's stationary is the leg feeling the work. Come on. 8 more seconds. You got this, you got this. Come on. 3, 2, 1. All right, moving into, actually, I messed up the order when I showed. We got push press, 16 push press or 16 split jerk. Good. So you're not counting the jerk, you're counting your press. So it's either push press. Good. Good job, ladies. The idea is to land underneath the weight so you can drive up heavy weight, but you don't want to stay there. Nobody wants to hold heavy weight up over their head. 15 seconds. Single leg RDL is next. The leg that's going back, it's the hand that has the weight. All right. In 4, 3, 2, begin. 8 and 8. Woo. Focus core control. Good. Isolate the butt cheek of the leg that's staying down. 20 seconds has passed. Good work, ladies. Beautiful. Good job, ladies. Good job. Well, seconds. All right, last one. It's the hammer curl. Cross body. 3, 2, 1. It's alternating, but 8 total each side, or just counting to 16. It's like a freebie. Keep your elbows locked in tight. Good, butt of your elbow to that front delt. Pull it in, elbow stays locked in. Nice, ladies, good. Pull it up, flex, flex. Squeeze that bicep. Just count to 16 or 2 count. Then 20 seconds, we do it all one more time and then you're done. You have the option to stay on if you want a little bit of abs with me afterwards. Okay? All right, we ready? That goblet squat, step back. Or you're burning out the quad that's in place. All right, 3, 2, begin. Remember, step it back. The leg doing the work is the leg that's staying stationary, right? It's keeping you in place, keeping you balanced. 8 per side. Your eyes on me, eyes on the wall, whatever. Your chest needs to stay up, okay? Good. 20 seconds has passed. Beautiful, ladies. Good. Down and up. Turn it out. All right, this is your last chance. 40 seconds has passed. This is the longest one. This took us right into the next round. All right, next up we have push press in 10 seconds or the split jerk, and you can switch. All right, so I did the split jerk last time. I'm doing push press this time. Focus on the drop, driving that weight up. 3, 2, 1. Elbows in tight. Push it up and bring it back down. Good. You got to keep those elbows in, right? Don't let them flail out to the side. And then don't bring those weights down on your head. Keep that good distance. Good job. Woo. Right up. Don't pop it either. Drive it up. And then bring it down. Come on. Good. Next up, 8 and 8. Single leg RDL. Killing it, killing it. 8 seconds. Good job. All right, here we go. 3, 2, begin. Balance on that foot. Do your best not to have to rest too much. And really isolating your hamstring on the other side. Swing up that back leg. Right, it's not about touching the floor. Remember, it's always about that rear height and engaging your hamstrings. Okay, doing good. Only 32 seconds has passed. The first one after you switch is always probably a little wonky like that. Focus. Head down, not up. Hamstring loaded, in control. Woo! And then your last one coming up. 8 and 8 hammer curl. Again, locking those elbows in to your side like someone sewed them onto your shorts. All right, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Lock them in. Good. Got this. Nice job.
Want to boost your HR career?
It's the T. Who's talking? Who listening to?
Offerings are tailored to HR professionals.
The soap opera? Is it Korean?
Whether you're looking for an undergraduate degree.
Keep laughing, Melissa. Good job, ladies.
The undergrad, we have options for you.
I'm not counting. I know I'm on pace with Liz, so when you stop, I'll stop. I feel like one of you. It's like I fit right in, right? Just gonna keep going. All right, this is your last round. Good job. All right. Alexa, stop timer. Wow. Wow, that was actually on time. That was crazy. All right, you need to pull down and pop off. You're done. If you're staying to do some abs, go ahead and put your beautiful butt on the floor. So, first up, all right, we're just gonna get right into it. Palms facing upward. We're gonna pinch side to side. So you're not just moving your neck side to side. Tap, keep your chin and your shoulder blades up off the floor. Hit it, good. Crunch. You need to like literally crunch, right? Crack that peanut right there in your obliques. Tap, 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 good. And then in 10 seconds, we're gonna turn this tap into a crunch, toes or heel tap. In 3, 2, 1, you're crunching up to tap those shoes now. Up. Here, you can use momentum. Throw yourself up. Squeeze your core. Do the hard thing. You got this. Come on. 8, 7, roll it out. 6, 5, feel all of your abdominal muscles doing the work. 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. All right, coming over onto your side. Lift up your hip here. And what you're going to do is you're going to rotate your hip under and then over. Only using this. You all right, Mom? Now you're back? Yep. Rotate. Good. Is it weird that I know the sound of my mom's grunt? Good. So all you're using here is this. All right. So you should feel it in your front, not your back. It looks weird. Woo. That's a good one. Wait, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then again, when we're doing these core exercises, if you feel you need to like back off a little bit, back off, always keep them like engaged, like you're preparing for a punch. So you're not like pushing down through your pelvis, you're pulling in and tight. I always visualize Rocky Balboa gym, and he's like getting punched with the ball, getting the ball thrown out his stomach. That's goals. Good. Come on. Rotate. And you're not using your arm. It's your core. Top part here. Good. 4, 3, slow and controlled. 2. Last one. 1. Good. All right, come up onto your knees. This one's nice and simple, but a good one. All right, we're gonna pinch. You're gonna see, right? It creates like a love handle on my side, and I'm just gonna yank it up and lock myself into position. All right, so create that love handle, yank it up. So that yank is using that side, the pinch is using this side. Up. Good. You see, the heavier the weight, the more it's gonna work. You don't have to be kneeling either. If you need to stand, go ahead. I like to keep core movements tiny. The smaller and more controlled, I might barf. Smaller and more controlled, the harder it is. Try not to disengage at all. Switch sides. Pinch. And again, I'm very visual, and I say this a lot when I teach, but like, if you were to put that peanut, you want to crack it with your rib cage and your hips sliding together. Pinch, snap up with this side. Pinch, snap. Good. 10 more seconds here. Squeeze. Good. Stop. 3, 2, 1. All right. That weight down. Come on down onto all fours. And then I want you to pop up. What we're going to do is you're going to turn. All right, my butt is not on the ground. Just looks like it is because it's big. And we're going to hold. And then once you're in a comfortable position, you're going to send out that front leg. And then lift. So this is working your under oblique. Again, creating that love handle underneath. Squeeze and pinch. So there's all kinds of ways to target the back part of your ab muscles. And here's one of them. Feels weird, right? You don't have the balance. So don't just move your butt. You're flexing here. All right? Come on down. I'm just going to turn it sides. But all you need to do is switch to that other side. Get comfortable where you feel like you can crunch this, pop that foot out, crunch. Good. So you should be feeling your body like opening and closing here, not just completely lifting. This is a good baby making move. Look at that. Woo. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lay all the way down. If you need a rest, take a rest. And we're going to side. Buddy, hi. Roll into your back. Flutter. Good. Flutter, flutter, flutter. Come on. Back onto your side, flutter. You got it. Come on. Stay with me. Back. Woo. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All right. We're going to switch. We're doing 10, 10, 10, 10. Come on. Come here. You want to do abs with mommy? Flutter. You got more balance. Core is tight. My legs are straight. Toes are pointed. On your back. Release. Woo. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Back to the front, or your side rather. 4, 4, 3. All right, that's 10 on this. Come on, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm like drifting farther and farther away from you. All right, one leg up. Get this leg up. You're gonna touch your hands between your thighs. Reach, relax. So when you reach, relax your neck and think about your spine rolling up. Okay, if you can clasp your hands, crunch, crunch. Come on, push through, push through. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, last thing. Last side, let's go. All right, we're reaching nice and slow here. Just pulling up. Come here, buddy. Oh, good. Mommy's teaching the class. Gammy's on the screen. Good. All right, clasp those hands if you can. Crunch, crunch. For 10, 9. You got it. Come on. 8. Squeeze. 6, 5. Pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Flip it over. High plank to finish. You want to come join mommy? Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Don't lose it. Come on. You got this. Tell them a joke. Seconds. 9, 8, 7. Count down with me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. It didn't freeze. 1. Done. Okay. Get me up there.